he takes you out to Rockets, fam.
Oof.
You know, all these celebrities hang out there.
Here we go.
And he says, get whatever you want. I got this.
To start off from the beginning, though, so you have to go back.
Okay, let me do this.
Because our reaction.
We'll do the intro and then.
Okay. Shooting.
Yeah, we are.
Hammonades back again.
Hammonades with Muso on his tablet because he loves his tablet so much, so he has to always be on it.
No, it's not a tablet, bro.
It's a tablet.
It's a
bro.
thick
That is
phone.
not a phone.
It's a thick
that
phone.
That is a tablet.
It's a cordless. It's a cordless payphone.
Muso, show the people. That is a tablet.
You know, guys, not for small boys. You know, come on, guys. You know, not for small boys. You know, some of us are businessmen around here, so you know, we need to multitask.
No.
Mr. Fabiani has spoken.
Yeah.
So extra guests at Muso Chalungs, aka the pilot, aka Mr. Fabiani.
All right.
Nev's back again.
It's too easy.
It's too easy.
Because we ain't with easy, boy.
Ain't easy.
I don't know where that came from. You
know
know about that, right?
Ain't easy. On the spot. Just take
because it's
too easy.
Life, man, just cruises through life. You know,
Hey, I'm trying.
I'm trying.
Right. All right. Yeah. So we have a video to react to. We have issues with it. It was Muso's video. He brought it into.
No, but it's a good topic. So let's go through it. Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, shoot.
Having some technical issues.
I would say to young men who are irritated at women is, if you're irritated at women, you know, as a class of creature, there's something wrong with you because they're right. You're wrong. They're right to not pick you. If they're not picking you, it's because they're right. What you have to understand is that, what do you expect from women? If you got pregnant because you had sex, you'd be pretty damn choosy too. So, you know, clue in a bit, and then, well, don't they find you attractive? Well, maybe you're not. Like, have you paid attention to how you dress? Do you have a plan? Are you as educated as you could be? I would say to young men who are...
You dumb, you dress like that. You just,
Basically, your bottom barrel.
Exactly.
So you want to jump in? I can clearly see.
No, I want
something you say.
I want to jump into it because a lot of the time, like, people will, or gents will get into a place like, oh no, you know, why did she reject me? Oh, how can she reject me? I mean, I'm this, I'm that. And sometimes I'm also like, okay, look at yourself. Okay, so you're complacent. Do you have a vision? You know, do you have a vision for your life? Do you know where you want to be? Are you working towards that vision? Are you someone that's able to protect her? Are you someone that's able to provide for her? Are you showing those signs? And like, even he mentions, even something like, maybe she doesn't find you as handsome. Well, again, handsome is relative. But like, what are you doing? Are you clean? Your hygiene, is it good? Are you showering every day? Simple things like that. Are you, you know, do you go to your barber, you know, get the 2 lines on your eyebrow? You know, so it's my thing. A lot of the time, we generally want to say, woe is me, like, how can someone do this? How can someone reject me? But it's like, okay, bro, what are you bringing to the table?
Exactly. It comes down to what you're bringing to the table, and that's something that people find hard to actually, like, you know, like, take accountability and say, like, what am I actually doing, or what might I be missing? And a lot of the time it's a case where it might not be a fit. You might be good for someone else but not good for the one person. They could reject you, but you could be accepted by someone else. So it's not a general thing in that you just this kind of person. You have you know, nothing going for you. You don't dress well, whatever. They just might not appreciate what you have to offer, and that's fine. You just move on, take your L. It's not even an L for me. Rejection happens.
It's a W,
and
because you're working towards
like it's
right
just life. That's the thing. And someone else may like what you have to offer on the other hand. You know what I mean? That's the person for you. So that's how I see it.
Definitely the same, dude. It's not even something to speak about, in my opinion, dude. If she rejects you because she doesn't like what she sees, it's just what it is. You move on. There's really nothing you can do about it.
Now, some guys want to say, like, I'm sure you've heard it. Oh, she not even name calling because someone is. It's like,
we know those ones.
And it's not even. It's like, for example, you see a girl, or a girl comes up to you, you don't find her attractive. You're not gonna pay her attention, you know. And girls, I'm not gonna lie, some of them will shit on you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, name call, but like. There's nothing you can do, dude. It happens both ways.
Yeah.
Not everybody likes everybody, and you should be okay with someone saying, "Look, you know what? You're not for me."
Yeah.
What's your take on it?
I think as guys, we have to have that ability or tolerance to take an L from time to time.
You're gonna struggle in life if you don't. Yeah.
We're not sharpshooters here. It's not one hit, one kill. Like,
Okay.
Headshot.
He's like, well, speak for yourself.
No. Listen.
I'm a sharpshooter.
Everyone here is not a sharpshooter, but this guy.
no, I'm not a sharpshooter.
This guy.
Let's go.
He takes you out to rockets, fam.
Oof.
You know, all these celebrities hang out there.
Here we go.
And he says, get whatever you want. I got this.
So don't even look at the price, eh?
Yeah, well, you can say we're not sharpshooters, but my guy.
Nah. No. Some of your defeats, you just put them, under the rag. You just brag out your victories from time to time. But no, like all guys take L's from time to time. You won't get the girl that you want. So at the same time, you also need to know your target market as well.
Yeah.
What type of girl you want, and what type of girl you can actually attract. And like you say, it's like the little things that actually make a big difference. Yeah, it's also how you clean up, how you dress, even how you smell as well. Got to put some perfume as well. Because girls actually remember that, like, hey,
scent.
I remember that scent.
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
I love the way you smell.
smell
I
so
can't
good.
stop thinking about the smell.
Even the voice as well. Make your voice a bit deeper.
So what's up, guys? This is Muso. My name is now Muso because it just
Yeah. But like, I think it's an important thing in terms of like that's a whole different topic in its own. Like handling rejection. Is so important, especially from a guy's perspective. I think some ladies.
Do you guys
also
handle
learn,
rejection well?
We'll get there. But I think
we'll do that.
we'll get there. So I think it's like handling rejection is also something ladies also need to learn how to do because we're getting to a point in society now where people, like we said, don't take accountability and they start to blame the other group for what might be their shortcomings or just what might happen. I get rejected. What's wrong with this girl? She doesn't see me. I'm the prize, etc., etc. How can they?
To me, the audacity there.
Audacity.
Come on.
Yeah, so I think it's something we got to learn on both sides, just to coast through life, because you're not going to get accepted everywhere you go, man.
But I think
that's just the facts.
I think it's more so for guys. Guys need to learn.
Oh, definitely, because
guys need to know how to take an out. Like you're gonna fail.
Yeah, we on the approaching front more often. So it's something we have to learn how to do for sure. Yeah. But like in terms of handling rejection, do I handle rejection? We'll start here. So I think I've gotten better at it. It wasn't always a perfect thing. I think it's something you learn as you grow, and I can speak for myself in that regard, in that it wasn't always perfect. It was reactionary at first, like they rejected me, whole world crashes down, what's wrong with me kind of vibes, especially if it's like on more than one occasion. Because it might be one person, it might be another person. It becomes a thing.
It just feels like you're a reject because it's
been complete reject. That's the thing. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying now, you live through it. It's not perfect all the time. Like this is fine. Sometimes you think about it a little bit, but at the back of your mind, this is what happens, and it's life. And you just got to keep going. How you handle rejection sets you up perfectly for the next next interaction. I think,
definitely. I know for myself, it's really the same. Like you get rejected, it's what happens. For me personally, I'm always proud of myself for taking the initiative to do something. Like go up to speak to her, go up to this, because I know when I get back in the car and I didn't speak to her, I'm like,
regret. You see, my guy is making me edit hard, guys. All the hard work I put into this,
I'm gonna be like,
just know.
Before the videos, we're like, okay, no.
I know.
No,
it's so bad. No, like when I get back in the car, I'm like, I really should have spoken to her. I should have done this. It's gonna eat at me a little bit, But when I do go speak to her, whatever, But when I do go speak to her, even when she says, you know what, look, you're not for me. I'm still happy that I went up to her and built up the courage to go do that. Like then you said,
I think for me, rejection, I took it quite hard when I was a bit young. I didn't have maybe the confidence that I have maybe particularly now. So usually when I would get rejected when I was young, I think that would affect me. And then, but because I was surrounded by friends that used to approach girls quite a bit, and from their perspective, they always thought like, no, you have to. It's always about numbers, probability. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game at the end. It's like if you had to send DM messages to like girls' Instagrams, obviously you need to send 30, and then maybe about minimum 5.
That's a high stat even. Yeah. 5 out of 30.
5 out of 30,000 he meant.
Basically, it's at a 0. But So what about you?
It depends on the situation, but like rejection, it does suck. But I try and get to the place in my mind, or over the years I've tried to get to a place in my mind where I look at a person and I already see the rejection, and once I'm okay with that, then you can move, if that makes sense. So it's
explain further.
it's like being like, for instance, like I'm your friend, but knowing that one day we cannot be friends, and I'm okay with that. And once I'm okay with that, I can enjoy the moments instead of fearing like, oh, I'm gonna get rejected all the time, or I'm gonna get rejected. It's like, okay, I've seen the worst. I've maybe not gone through it yet, but I'm okay with that. If they happen to reject me, okay, cool. And now I can enjoy it. But still, it does hurt. It does.
That's
hurt.
a weird way of
You have to
thinking about
understand,
that.
yeah.
I know. It's
It's slightly pessimistic, and they call me Mr. Pessimistic.
I'm just thinking, like I'm listening to you, I'm like, that's a weird way.
Yeah,
So
they literally
how does it
anticipate
happen?
that everyone's gonna let
Does
you
it
down at
happen
some
like
point.
from the onset? Like, let's say this is a girl right here.
Yeah.
I imagine her rejecting me before I even speak to her.
It's like, for instance, it's like how can I say? It's like running a race, and giving it your all, and knowing that you still might not come out first, but you're still gonna give it your all, and you're still gonna enjoy it. That's just how
So
I
the
see it.
possibility
it's
of
like
something bad happening, essentially.
Yeah, but it's
Or
I also
things
see
not
it.
going in your favor.
It's like that thing I said,
Oh,
like
okay.
investments. Like when you place a bet on something, it's like placing a bet. You can win or lose.
You're just leaving room for it to go
I
back.
think
No,
what you
not-
need, it's like there's nothing to lose, right?
Yes,
You
it's
know,
almost
to
like
an
that.
extent.
It's
Yeah.
because like when you basically taking a bet, and when you go and bet on something, you can't bet saying I'm gonna win. You say like, well, you say I'm gonna win, or
I
I
do
want to
that.
win. I believe
that.
I believe I'm gonna win. But if I take this out, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Because that's just life. And
So you're basically going into it with the possibility that it might not go in your favor.
yes,
Basically.
because again, it goes back to my mentality. I'm just looking for that one person, and it's just looking for that one person. So if 1,000 reject you, it's cool because that's 1,000 people closer to your one person.
Yeah, it will hurt, but yeah.
That's
Thousands, yeah.
Sounds very romantic.
Death by a thousand cuts, eh?
1,000, man. 1,000.
Like,
Chill.
I think it gets to
Damn,
that
bro.
point where, like, where you're proud, like, hey, man, I'm like, why am I as skillful as I used to be, you know? It's
Yeah.
like questioning
think
yourself,
about it.
you know?
How many rejections, just out of
Yeah.
interest, ballpark wise, in numbers, have you guys taken? If you've just
Like my whole lifetime.
whole life. Ladies reject, not like other reject. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
ladies,
yeah.
Easily, I don't know. Like even in friendship wise, like even if you just go and approach someone and it's
An
Even-
innocent kind of
even
thing.
even traveling, you're like, hey, can you show me some place? And they're like, no, sorry, I'm not interested. So it's probably like I wouldn't say a
That could
couple
go,
of hundred.
it could
That's
go
a
quite
lot,
high.
man.
If you're adding that in, then it
Yeah,
can
no,
go
it's
quite
not,
high.
I don't even think I've approached over 100 people to ask for directions. But I'm just saying,
Also for direction.
I think it's under 100 because I'm not also like I also don't approach. I don't even, bro.
Don't approach people.
I don't approach people a lot. Like I'm a shy guy.
You want me to put that? Yeah, for me, I would say that's a tough thing because, like, again, my thing is also approaching people is not a thing I do constantly.
Yeah, that's
so
the thing again.
I mean, ballpark figure, man. It's actually a tough thing. I don't
10
even know why I
probably,
posed the question.
I'd say
What for you?
yeah, because I don't go out and like, hey, like in my life I can count the times on my hand where I actually went and
With the intention.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, same here actually. I'd say around 10 to 14 maybe.
Yeah.
It's 40. I have
Yeah,
no
very
idea.
specific, right? How about you?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ballpark figure.
I have no idea.
That's probably under 10, eh?
Nah, it's probably
It's
no,
the
The one that got away.
he probably has 1,000 W's. That's why it's so low.
Nah, it's not
I don't
even. It's
know.
not even. It's not even. I just genuinely. I don't know. Like I'm not.
But also some people have been in
Going-
relationships
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like some people are in relationships, so it's like you're not going out maybe
That's the
every
thing.
week.
It
Yeah, I'm
depends
not
on
going
so
out
many
all the
other
time.
factors.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of things that go with it, but
Some people are in the thousands. That's the thing.
Yeah,
but
like
it's
Muso,
definitely
right?
happening.
Now, for me,
the millenniums.
for me, I think it's like it's under 50, but like you say, at the same time, yeah, of course, like at the same time, I don't just go with let's say no more, and I go like, hey, what's up,
Machine
baby
gun
girl?
approach,
No,
yeah.
You're looking for high value. That's what the
Yeah.
thing. So
True.
you seeing someone of value and you're like, okay, now I'm gonna. So you calculate
Yeah.
your.
But I think it's also settings wise as well,
Mm.
like where you are. For example, like one of my hobbies, like that I like doing is like going out for hikes and stuff.
Yeah, you
So-
never invite us, eh?
Yeah, well,
But I'm the first time I'm hearing about this.
Yeah,
Eh?
invite
no,
he invites,
no,
he
but-
invites girls, but it
no,
doesn't
but
invite us.
listen,
But
like,
yeah,
you guys should go on hikes. You'll see some.
Searching mountains, bro.
Yeah, you go and search it, guys. You go. finding these batteries, you don't have to go in the urban. You need to go find in the bushes. You need to find in the bushes, right? You know, that's where the gold is.
Zoom on that. The bushes, bruv.
No, bruv. You know, like how the English says, no, bruv. You need to go find in the bushes here.
Yeah, bruv.
So, like, what I'm saying is that,
Yeah.
like, I like going on hikes, right? When I go on a hike, carry my drone, start flying the drone, have my young dog there as well.
By the way, the dog you saw in the videos before is this man. That took his time to claim his dog.
No, but that's a smart move because now you have conversation starters as well.
Yeah,
because it helps you to not always make the approach. People can say, "Oh, that's a cool drone. Hey, that's a beautiful
like,
cross."
oh, can I shoot a video with us together?
I would say
Sorry about that. So like, what happens? Like, oh, is that a drone? Like, yeah, do you wanna? Can I shoot a video with us? Or can I shoot a video of you? And what I'll do is I'll take a drone, shoot the video. Like, hey, give me all your numbers. I'll WhatsApp it you. You know. And then from there, that's when you start.
Yeah, I'll send you the video.
He's WhatsApping
just for the video.
4K footage that he's sending on WhatsApp.
Yeah, okay, you know. But I say you just have to also look at the setting. Maybe if you're at church, as well. If maybe in a particular cell group, approach them. You know, don't be like because now girls we see as a creep. You know, you're just approaching them randomly. You know, in the mall, like,
parking lot
what's up,
settings.
girl? What?
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
it's like this
parking
guy.
lot
There's anything better to do than just approach girls or what? You know. So,
guys, if possible, let me know your best rejection story. Most entertaining rejection story. The one that sticks in your head the most.
Goodness.
I was a youngin'.
Alright.
Mind you, I was a young man, and I watched a video that said just go for it, and
Just
it
the
was
price.
it was a couple of years ago. I can't remember how old I was, but anyway, parking lots. I just finished getting something.
Was it at night?
No, it was during the day.
One night in the parking lot. That's where you went wrong. Carry on.
And then drove up. Hey, you look cool. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
And she was like, and then I'm like, we in South Africa.
Forgot.
So
she's standing
I'm
outside
in
by
a
her
black
car or something.
I'm in
And
a
you
black
drove
car
up.
looking so sus.
And you rolled down your window.
And I rolled
you're
down
like,
my window, and that's what I did.
with your bass, eh?
Yeah. And it was the funniest rejection because only as I drove away, I
You
was
realize
like,
how it looked. You realize how it looked. Yeah.
stereotype, eh?
I was like, yeah. So that was, but it made me also it helped me become the person I am today because
You learn about situations.
Yeah.
Situational. Yeah.
and go for what you want, and that's why I guess I have what I have now. You know what I mean? So
100%.
like, yeah.
Jeez.
Pilot.
You're a pilot.
Pilot.
He's a drone pilot.
drone
Oh, I thought he was out there
He's
flying
still a
planes
pilot.
for real.
Me and rejection stories, quite a few, but I think the funniest one that comes to mind was I was at an end of year function with colleagues of mine, right? And then we're having a few drinks. And one colleague's like, "Hey, I challenge you, go get those girls' numbers," because they're just on their phone, right?
Yeah. Texting their boyfriends. That's what they're doing on their
Yeah, but there's just two of them. They're on their phone, not even talking to each other. I'm like, you know what? Let me go shoot my shot, right? So now the sitting wasn't correct because there's two of them. So now if I sit next to this one, then I'm like, okay, why are you not sitting next to me? So now I'm like, and there's no like a middle ground or neutral seat to actually sit on. So I have to sit next to the one that's on the couch or the one that I saw that was a pretty one. Now eventually, the friend starts looking at me. He's like, okay, why are you sitting there? So I starts giving those vibes like, okay, nah, this guy shouldn't be here. So now they start playing hard to get, right? So I'm like, okay, how can I get your number, right? Can I get your number? He's like, no, the only way I can get you, the only way I'll give you my number if you can get the DJ to play Taylor Swift. And that time they're busy playing piano. I'm like, yo,
Requests.
no, I must go and get the DJ to play Taylor
She knew what
Swift.
she was doing.
I was like, nah, she set me up to fail here, eh? So I'm like, you know what, I might as well just try, you know, you never know, things can happen, you know, miracles can happen. Went to the DJ, I'm like, hey, my guy, I need you to come through for me, eh?
that talk to
I was telling the DJ, I'm like,
My guy. Listen.
because you know what you also told me,
Let
like,
me talk to you.
there were one of like conditions that she put like for to approve me to be like to get her numbers, like, yeah, I want to see your negotiation skills.
She wants you to fail.
As a man, like, let me see
It
you as a
depends.
man.
It's half and half. You never
He
know.
wants
Yeah.
to see if you can protect it, basically.
Yeah, you
By
know,
playing
so
Taylor
I'm
Swift.
like,
Yeah.
That's
so
ridiculous.
Okay, so
So we clearly, obviously, missing a person right now.
yeah, we had enough, guys. We had enough.
one man down.
L in the chat because L for love. Remember, L's always for love on Hammer Next, you know. So L in the chat for our boy N Easy. he had to. He just said too many f-bombs, and we had to just be like, bro, yeah.
He got censored.
Yeah,
What is that movie that they always say?
cancelled.
Got cancelled.
Got cancelled.
Self-cancel. Yeah.
So Muso was finishing his story.
Yeah, no, I think it was of the story
DJ.
about rejection, one of the recent rejection
rejection
stories
stories,
that I got. Yeah, so we're out of end of year work function with some colleagues, right? Having a few drinks. Then across the table, there were two girls sitting by themselves.
No, that's right. Continue from when you spoke to the DJ, because
when I
all
spoke to
that
the-
other parts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so now I go up to the DJ. So now, because the girl was like, yeah, I want to see your negotiating skills as a man. So I'm like, hey, this girl, she's challenging my manhood, but you know what,
That's okay. Yeah. Like my manhood. Okay, cool.
like, you know,
Taylor Swift, let's go.
Let's go. Taylor Swift, we'll play Taylor Swift in here. Let's go, right? So, into the DJ, like, hey, my guy, I need you to pull through for me, eh? Like, hey, are you able to play a particular song for me? He's like, no, you need to go speak to the restaurant owner. He's that side.
Boy.
Oh my god.
Now
I'm
it's
looking,
becoming
I'm like,
missions.
there's a big crowd. I'm like, yeah,
You know what?
this mission, nah. I won't come back alive from this mission. I'm like, you know what? It's fine, my guy. I'll talk to you later. So I went back to the girl. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna play it at the end of, what you call it, at the end of the
Stop
at
the
the end of the
cap.
night. You know.
James do this too much. Eh?
No, you know what? I agree.
Sometimes
Sometimes
you
you
gotta
said
say
low key. Either do that or just tell her like, you know what? I changed my mind or something. Don't tell her it went wrong. Personally, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
In that situation, oh no, I tried, but it didn't work. You said I had to go
don't-
speak to other guy. No. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind. We're not playing Taylor Swift today. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, but I mean, you can come at it at a different angle. But like, it's smart to not lose face. Personally, it would be something like, well, they said the DJ just said he doesn't like your music taste. Then
You can make it funny like that too.
You know,
You said that was a trash song that you picked.
I feel sorry for you. So you let's go jam it in the car. At least you get your one Taylor Swift song, and then we back.
Let's go jam it in
To the car, eh?
And those the girls probably like, hey, look at the audacity of this guy.
Don't
Let's
dab
go
it.
to the car. Let's go to the car.
Just
Wow.
okay, whatever.
Wow.
It's Muso's
Hey,
time.
it
It's Muso's-
wasn't wasting time. So,
yeah. So when you
yeah, it wasn't.
did you
honest-
say like you can't get my number now because of that?
Not to say that. You know what happened actually first when I tried to get a number.
See this guy.
you
Just taking
Hey,
multiple
you know-
L's on one person.
know, girls can violate you so badly. Sometimes you. It's like, at first I'm like, oh, can I get your number? He's like, no, I forgot my phone. And I'm just saying, this is busy typing a phone. I'm like, what? I'm like, what about this phone?
You see, this is my problem. You see, especially people in general. When things go wrong, don't think you have to work harder to get it. If someone tells you they forgot their phone and you saw them with
It's tickets, basically. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I understand. I understand. I get it. Okay, cool. Thanks. Enjoy your day.
Yeah, so I'm like, your phone is right here. Then I just made it as a joke, Then she felt a bit embarrassed and stuff. I'm like, okay, she's a bit embarrassed. Let me try and guilt trip and to give me a number. Let me try and guilt trip. Guys. No,
do not condone
guys.
that. We do not condone
Oh,
that.
No, it's not
Muso's
guys. It's win at all costs, guys. Win at all costs.
That is not a win.
You know when your girlfriend confronts you, hey, you cheated. There's that saying, deny.
Bro, we're supposed to be making people better people.
No.
Guys, if you do something wrong, do not deny. If you called out, just admit it.
Look, guys, just use everything to your advantage. Whatever
It's
comes
toxic.
Up. It's not toxic,
But that's why we need everyone on the show because
I like different perspectives.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
refreshing. We
Yeah.
can't just be angels all the time.
Some ladies.
Gotta bring on the
Guys,
bad
but some ladies will appreciate your tenacity. Like, hey, this
Yeah.
guy, he's not giving up. He keeps coming. I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
That's
Because
fair.
so some girls, you actually maybe get to know them better. You actually glue together.
Yeah.
When you actually grow on them over time. It's not when like a first sight, first love kind of thing. Sometimes it works like that. That's why I viewed it from that perspective. Say like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe you might not like me now, but maybe over time
Yeah.
you will like me. So
I'm a creep into your heart,
Creep.
Hey, that's what I'm here. But like, no, I see that point of view. It's just that my point of view is more like, if a person doesn't respect me already, then like lying to me, then
At some point during that,
It's like,
if
come
you
on.
manage to even get together down the line, it's gonna be It might be an issue.
Yeah.
It might be an issue.
Hey, you never know.
You
What
never
if you
know.
get with them, you have kids, like, hey, you tell your son, hey, you know how I met your mother.
But Muso is that guy. Eh? Muso is really that guy. He's really.
You know, you're
Saved our
you're preaching to your
relationship.
son. You're like, do you know how I met your mother? This is what happened.
Keep taking the L's until she gives you a W.
At some point, she feels sorry for you and she turns it into a dub. The two L's make it. It's Muso's language.
So, yeah, but I'll say there's also a fine line.
Nice.
There's also you also need to understand that fine line where like, okay, maybe
Harassment,
I'm
yeah.
harassment. Really. So I wasn't, but I could read from the body language. Like I wasn't harassing or anything.
No, Muso's good at
so-
that because he's very smooth with his. He just makes you laugh. He just makes you have a good day, and then you never harass, you never violated by this trend. But
So yeah, so I wouldn't say don't win at all costs, but at the same time, still understand, read the girl's body language. Yeah, see
Gauge
where's her
situation.
legs facing? She's facing towards you, or the neutral. You know, those little things is the eye contact. You know, and things like that. So I think those are little things that you need to pick on. Like you say, that's why you need to take an L's from time to time. Sometimes you will see based on a girl's body language if she's actually interested in you and things like that. So
no, that's fair.
yeah, so.
That's fair.